You want me to dig it?
Yeah.
Live from Abu Sir.
Okay, where are the microphones? There.
That's the speaker. The microphones are up here.
Okay. So that's, there we go.
Yeah.
So this is the, all this where the reeds were, is like the Valley Temple type of thing, or, and this is the causeway going up. And they're doing excavations on it right now. And there's the pyramid there in the back.
So we will ascend using the causeway that the ancient Egyptians used, and we're not going to use the causeway that the Hawas used.
Zahiwas. Hey, look, that's taking sand. Something under there.
You can see also that the water table is not far from here. We can see another buried causeway over there. Let's do some digging.
Bring your spoons.
And as you can see also, the valley temple of it is full of reeds, where that little witch is the further one is.
See some channeled blocks beneath the ground somewhere.
Above this local limestone existed another layer of the fine limestone, and we will also find a combination here of the pyramid complex, which we have seen its existence in the ancient layer in Karnak, which is the local and the foreign type of limestone, and also basalt stone and granite, white calcite crystal, and the quartzite. There was here one unique system. It's labeled as a sewer system. Yeah, but
Hey, good evening.
investigate this. Yeah, the grandsons of the Greek were part.
You're not getting no sleep for you, my friend.
Yeah, that's okay. French archaeologists.
Hello. Thank you. Awesome. I don't know. Is this the Fayum region?
If you came here to the edge,
No.
Not yet. No, we're not there
you
yet.
will find the remnants of the fine limestone casing.
This is pretty
that
close to
used
Giza.
encase the sides and the floor, and also the pieces that is covered with the bricks here is nothing but the blocks of stones that used to form the walls of the causeway. And the reason it's isolated like that, because it has seams. Then they add a sheet to isolate it, and then build this on top of it to preserve it from deterioration. Same like what's going on here. Assalamu alaikum. ازيك يا دكتور؟ الله ينور.
محمد وانا على فكره معك الامن بتاع المكان الله يخليك يا ابن عم.
الله ينور. No photos, you can just look. ازيك يا دكتور محمد؟ this is the foundation stones, and it is from the stone, the limestone that is extracted from the bedrock here. As you can see, they made marks to set the original level of the tiles, and in the middle here is part of the channel that used to house a copper pipe back in the days and identified as a sewer system. We will see part of that system inside, and we will also see a similar one in the complex of New Surrah here, not far, and then we can look at it and try to see if this was really a sewer system. What is a sewer?
Yeah, big chunks of granite.
Chunks of granite. It's all just
Sewer system is
yesterday.
made to get rid of liquids that is not wanted. Exactly. Keep that in mind until we see. Of course, we will have here, as Ben is pointing, many evidence of tool marks on the surface of the stone that is considered mysterious. Some people know it or label it as ancient advanced technology, and this label was given to these tool marks by Flinders Petrie, who documented these striations and tubular drill marks on the surface of the stone in 1885, 86, around that time. And he labeled it. Until today you can find the tags for the labels in his museum in England as modern machining. That's what he labeled, how he labeled it. So it was recognized and documented officially in 1880s. What we see here, of course, is not the advanced technology. What we see here is the transformation of the casing stone that used to be on top of that wall. And this, of course, is what we saw in several places, how they were recycling the granite stone to manufacture millstones or oil presses, or use the blocks in other structures. This is the so-called mortuary temple, or known as the Perneter. The Perneter, in translated of
Wow.
course to the word temple, but the Perneter is literally meaning the house of the god or the house of nature. 16 of these pillars, all made from single solid pieces originally, were on these bases here. Plus there are more in the rest of the structure. We can find more bases of pillars, and of course plus the ones that used to be in the valley. Usually a pyramid complex will have around 40 of these. So we just arrived from Aswan. What do you think?
Has one granite.
Huh?
Has one granite.
Aswanian granite
And one piece.
and single solid pieces, yes.
Yeah, so they had to cut very large pieces to get the.
Exactly, to get the capstone, or I mean the crown of the pillar,
Yeah.
as part from the same.
Yeah, and then cut it all the way down to make the smaller pillar.
Yeah, we didn't see there was any other civilization except the pyramid builders who would do the entire pillar from. But then, of course, in the official story of machining and industrial, they said that until the Middle Kingdom, they didn't have the capability of extracting granite out of the bedrock. And the answer of the existence of these pieces in the pyramid structure is that the ancient Egyptians in the Old Kingdom depended on loose or falling pieces. This is according to some of the books that is specified about machining and materials and tools and things like that in ancient Egypt, such as the famous book of Alfred Lucas or Cyril Aldred and others. So we talked about this before, I know. The quality of the granite stone is not from the surface, and yesterday at the quarry we looked at what kind of quality you find on the surface, and all the geologists who looked at these qualities of granite stone and said immediately that no, this cannot be something coming from the surface. I remember Susan Moore when she was looking at the size of the feldspar, which is that pink material, and its quality, and she said this is coming from the core, and that this is a very high quality, similar to the quality of white calcite crystal, which, or the Egyptian alabaster, which we talked about, and how it is white because it's coming from the core of where it used to be, like the sediments coming out from the spring itself. So the ancient Egyptians went to the core of it, to the most pure material that didn't blend with the rest of the elements in the environment, the one that is from the source. Same like what we have here under, this is of course geopolymer, but in antiquities. But this is the basalt, also 6.5 on the Mohs scale, and many people believe the quality of it either that's in the eastern desert, but the quality of the ones in the eastern desert is really poor. More opinions that it came from Fayoum. Still, we are not sure, but we found some quality. These are the pieces that connected between the pillars. And it has the inscriptions that dated the site to the 5th dynasty. We will notice a green color inside. This is the oxide of the copper that was inlaid into these cliffs.
Man, that would have been beautiful.
Of course, copper is a valuable material. It was taken same like many other materials. What we can see here is one level at least of granite stone, and then the rest was from the fine limestone. A stream of local limestone exists beneath the blocks of limestone, plus the huge pieces we have here with the stars is nothing but part of the ceiling.
Oh, there's the ceiling stars. That's awesome. Wow, those are way bigger than they seem when you're standing on the floor looking way up there. And it's high relief. The stars are sticking out. It's unbelievable. That's awesome.
You think they were all colored though, right?
I bet they were, yeah. It's been bleached in the sun.
That's the ceiling?
Yeah. Look at how thick this is too. God.
Heliopolis, the city of the sun.
عن خواص جد اللي هو الحياة والثبات للأبد. المفروض إن هو هنا
أو القوة أو السلطة،
الحياة
والسلطة. شكلها كانت سين. لا مش هنقدر بقى
لا مش واضحة.
Some of the pieces of course are missing, but these three symbols they mean life, power and eternally.
بعد كده نبتي، اللقب النبتي.
This is a famous title called the Nipti, which was the vulture and the cobra, a representation of Upper and Lower Egypt.
نبخعو.
Nibkha'u is the title given for the birth name, and until the 5th dynasty, as we can see, the throne name and the birth name were the same thing.
سخرب نبتي، سخمتي.
أيوة.
سخمتي كلها على بعض. سخمتي تمام.
حكينو.
سخمتي حكينو عن خجت اللي هو المفروض يعني حاكم التاجين، الممدوح بالتاجين.
The one that is that receives the gratitude for earning the two powers. Sechem is power. Sechemti is a representation of the two crowns combined together.
عن خجت فدي حاجة.
عن خجت means will live forever.
وهنا في
هنا بقى الكاليجرافي بتاع ان دي صوابع وانا مش مقتنع بيها.
لا مش صوابع لا.
بس هم معترفين بيها يعني عاملينها كده في الكاليجرافي. So here Professor Muhammad is agreeing with me because when we study the root of the symbol has like we have a calligraphy for what is that symbol, where is that symbol coming from, and here we have that symbol صح. They think it's a hand with bent fingers. It has nothing to do with it. Look at this. There are three, only three. These are looks like what some of the signs of flesh. Yes, maybe it is part of some part of the body.
الرأي الحديث بتاعنا ان مجموعة الأعلام ان دي مجموعة الأرباب بالساح اللي هم مجموعة
A new research that is made by the hieroglyphic researchers that this symbol might mean the Pisgit or the combination of the letters.
بيبقى مجموعة الأعلام بتاعت الآلهة بتبقى معمولة زي على حامل كده وتمام فيها زي العلم في الآخر كده. على ما اسمها مجموعة الصاح. إنما الصاح برضه هي رمز الأوزير في الفلك تمام وهو برضه عبارة عن مجموعة من الآلهة
exactly. في السماء. It is the same symbol that is used in astronomy with the symbol of the Orion.
في هناك مجموعة من الألقاب لو نراها.
Orion?
Yeah. So similar to these things like some in what's بتاع العلامات Gardner list, they talk about the key of life as a top of a sandal. It's like
Top of
a top of a sandal will mean life for the ancient Egyptians. Some things like that is not convincing me personally.
I like the idea that this one with the dual powers gives immortality or something like that. Combining the two powers, that sounds like physics, right? And I don't know, that's what I think of.
Physics of the forces of nature.
That's right.
And chemistry of the forces of nature.
Yeah.
And then as our friend Sebastian here, the sound engineer, introduced us to a new label which is acoustic chemistry. Just add this to that and then you have much wider picture to look at. Here we will recognize something that Professor Muhammad noticed, that the inscriptions are added according to the cardinal direction and the meaning of the inscriptions itself.
واجد here north نبت B. واجد سيدة مدينة بي في الشمال.
Wajid, which is the cobra, is the goddess of that city, be in the north. And if we look with the compass, this pillar is in the north and this pillar is on the south.
نخبت here نبت نخبت سيدة مدينة الكهف.
نخبت is the vulture and she is the goddess of the city in the south.
وكده فعلا شمال كده.
And this is north and this is south. So the ancient Egyptians, same like when we were talking about the Ben stone that existed in the Cairo Museum and how all the four sides is written according to the cardinal directions. Here we can see also the pillars here is written according to the cardinal direction.
Let's do some science. Yes, sir. We've been going 19 minutes. Yeah, you're late.
Of the limestone that is cased with granite, that's how all the walls here were formed originally. We can see also the severe deterioration in the middle of it. According to some electric engineering studies or experimentations, we found out that the best stone that not inducts but allows the magnetic energy to go through is the limestone. That's especially the darker limestone. While the quartz content in the granite stone holds the charge and doesn't release it on the outside. And inshallah, if we have time to go to my place, I can show you the device and show you demonstration.
Joseph, can I ask you to talk about this subject? So the third dynasty, the pyramids are beautiful, they're very straight, and the stones are surviving. Here, you know, the two big pyramids. But then you move. That's at the fourth dynasty.
Yeah.
But then you move to the latter dynasties. Those rock formations are getting
Put in mind that the casing stone of this pyramid is recycled, and you can see shattered pieces of the fine limestone, and we would see bases also of granite, and we can also see quartzite and other elements. So this did not happen. This was not never meant to be seen. This was the inner courses of the stones, and then there used to be another one that is cased in it.
I got it, but it looks like they lost the regularity of the layers in these pyramids versus the ones in Giza.
Oh.
You know what I mean? The third dynasty pyramids seem to be superior to these. Well, not that these aren't great, but you know.
I understand.
This is the
what you are
basalt
Explain that.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, you have to put in mind that what destruction happened to these structures, how many times they were restored, even during the dynastic Egyptian time, and withering for thousands of years.
It's crazy how most of the places we go, the granite is it's just been utterly destroyed.
Yep. It was a valuable foreign material.
Yeah, it comes from so far away that they just
It's already here.
yeah, here it is, and they just freaking tear it to pieces. It's so
You can see here that this was
you can see it's like every piece you come to has the
Marks.
quarry marks. They're cutting in there.
this here because these pieces used to be this high.
Yay!
And all the work we see here is the destruction that happened from recycling.
Recycling. See?
It was
Recycling is
left
bad.
From the pieces that was from down here until up here. If you want to take a look here, you can see some of the failure attempts, and you can see that in the back of the stone, here is a small piece of a pounder, like the ones we were practicing with yesterday, and it's here not to cause the scoop marks, but it's around this kind of machining. So this has nothing to do, in my opinion, with the scoop marks at all. This has to do everything with recycling the stone with that technique, which we also saw it as one of the techniques used in the quarry. Here is a failure one that they made all the
It didn't cut straight.
and didn't break. It's not, yeah, we cannot actually call it a cut, but this is like creating a weaker point to break it or make a crack in it that will split it into two. So here it was not deep enough, so it only shattered from the surrounding and didn't split the stone. Would they bother to remove this with the hand?
No.
It's like, let's go to the next piece. While what we saw yesterday in the quarry, that they were extracting the monolith without wasting much material.
Right.
Here, when they are recycling, they wasted tons of material. According to one sentence also that is written in one of the archaeology books about quarrying, and he mentioned this clearly. He said, if we look at our work today and their work in the past, we look like savages in comparison with them, how they saved the material, how they extracted in a very powerful order. The same failure again here, but just look at the quality of that granite.
Yeah.
This is. Does this look any close to the surface granite we saw yesterday? This is very
No.
solid and high quartz content as well.
And these were the lower casings of the pyramid.
Oh yeah, this is all part of the pyramid complex.
Yeah. No, but on the actually casing the pyramid.
No, this was the casing here
Oh, the temple
for the
complex.
walls
I
of
see.
the yeah.
And in between they had limestone. In between.
And in between they had that limestone exactly.
Is it possible limestone was actually very old and they put another?
This is a possibility that Dr. Robert Chock talked about. But look at it here. I think both of them were constructed together.
So you had granite casings, limestone in between, and then in the center of the causeway, a large copper sewer.
Yes, I would still show you, I mean, The sewer, the so-called sewer.
Yeah,
system.
so-called.
Here we can see some of the older ones, the scoops.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's with the original builders. I am sure if we look behind some of the blocks, we will still see a good amount of them. Here, there's some here.
Oh, in here.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
These smaller scoops, of course, in comparison with what we saw yesterday, but it's very similar.
Same technique.
Yeah. Now this is recycling.
That's recycling.
Yeah, like he failed in the beginning and he did another attempt to remove this. You see that?
Jam the wood.
But he failed as well.
So he gave up.
He gave up. He failed. Look, yeah. I think this is very good one because he first made the first one. And then, actually, this is the first time I realized somebody who said like, I'm not giving up. But then he gave up, actually. Yeah. Very high quality of granite stone. This is actually higher quality than the ones we saw yesterday in the ovens. Or around the ovens. But if it was built with it, then it was isolated. It's not supposed to be
Exactly. So that
wearing down because of weather, because it was not exposed. It was
But see, he was also talking about the electrical properties of these two stones. So it's like the granite transmits electrical energy, but the limestone acts as like an insulator. So it's interesting that it seems like they built this on purpose to have limestone between the two walls of granite, the interior and exterior walls of granite, and then the floor is basalt.
But we
So-
will see more of this at the Giza Plateau, and in the same case, the deterioration.
It is a
that
really interesting
inside of the blocks looks like
property.
what happens to the natural formation in tens of thousands of years.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we all feel.
Yeah.
So you think that this might have the purpose of this, like a capacitor almost, where you have the conductive stone on the outside and the insulation stone on the inside, or maybe
No, not
Other
insulation.
way around.
oh, it's the other way around.
It's a different, as we can see here, one of the attempts of so that we know that this without a doubt
Yeah.
the technique of the recyclers, not the original builders, which is still in some cases a debate between the academics. But for me, it's the case closed.
So it's the other way around then.
Yeah,
The,
look,
the
here is the
limestone.
scoop marks in a good
Yeah, he said the limestone was a better conductor of electricity, and the granite crystals held the electricity. in.
held
Okay,
the
okay, okay.
electromagnetic from charge.
The
in it.
ions.
So yeah, it's like they build they build the conductive wall and then they insulate the outside of it. That's crazy.
And then we actually have a copper evidence here too, so that's the biggest idea for a machine you have.
Yeah, I wonder what the basalt. Have you tested the properties of the basalt? Because it's
But
sitting.
that can give the can release the charge.
Ah,
But it's not as powerful as you think. But just for it to be held in the structure will allow other activations like that system that is labeled as a sewer system. It could be something else. Here we have.
Is the sewer system here?
Yes, it's not here because the people took the copper pipes because they reused that
Well,
material.
I'd
But
like
the
to
evidence
look
of
at
it.
I'd like to look at it. I'm a
course.
plumbing engineer, so I can
Yeah.
probably look at it.
Imagine you create a
give you
system
some-
for plumbing,
Yeah.
and then you put tiles of it that weighs tons of.
Well, I think the
What
first
hap-
question is you have to look. Is there a gradient? Is it sloped?
Of
Because
course
if it's
it's a
not,
slope.
it has to be
course
sloped, or
it's
it's not
sloped.
going anywhere.
Of course it is.
Right. Okay. It is.
We will
sloped.
see it.
ooh, there's a core.
Yeah.
Just over there, I was, you were like, you were talking about how this new hieroglyphic is clearly
Whoop. Excuse me.
Orion,
Yeah. This one.
and then
Oh yeah, dude.
here we have Orion right there. Which
With the disk of the sun. صح
You
وراء.
can see the
صح وراء.
striation.
is there. Like there's two pillars there, but there was a
No, there used to be 16
There was no,
Wow.
but what I mean is coming in.
Oh,
There would from
So this was
up
the top of a
causeway,
door.
1, 2, 3.
There would have been
You mean
The top of a door.
yeah,
that leads on the
visually
inside?
because there
Maybe.
from the,
Maybe,
the
yeah.
symmetry of this, there was guaranteed a third pillar up there.
Yeah,
at some
yeah,
point.
like in a design like this. Why will you create 3 of those?
This one.
I'm being summoned.
So we have another star Orion.
Someone made a great discovery.
Lots of them. Many great tube drills here.
Yeah. Just not polished. Yeah, that's why you see the light.
This is like a vault.
Exactly. Yeah.
2 of them.
Pretty flat.
Yeah.
Pretty flat.
And the bevel around it.
Yeah.
Right in this channel. Just looks like something was inset there.
Doesn't look like it's hand done.
Yeah.
How's it looking?
Pretty flat,
Pretty flat.
but also pretty rough.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What?
It's flat but rough.
Yeah, I don't think I did the final polish.
Like machine cut, but then
piece
not
of
polished.
paper I
That's
show
all.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Flatness, but roughness.
This is cool too. There's these are like single pieces, and you can see the stairways going up the side.
Oh yeah, spatula marks.
Right here, this would have supported the stairway. It's a single piece of the high quality limestone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Like if you had another one
Yeah.
here, you could put
Yeah. Put the stairway
blocks
on it,
across it. Man,
Yeah. Okay.
that would be. This is a small stairway.
This one maybe is what it looked like. I don't know. There's another one over there.
That's cool. Wow. Yusuf is dropping some knowledge on us back there. So
Okay. Well, you can go back. There's more tube drills that are exposed
That's
that look
cool.
really cool. We can get there from here.
Wow. Yeah, look at how it was shaped on the bottom.
Yeah.
Some kind of mortar? This is all granite here.
Really well lit up.
Yeah, so there's,
Yeah,
there's another one.
lots of doors.
Yeah. And there's one that way that's totally broken open and exposed. So you can look right at it.
Wait, jumping on. We don't get in too bad of trouble.
Not yet.
Not yet, anyway. I couldn't read the last part, but oh yeah, jumping on rocks.
This guy gets in trouble. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, he's. This is the troublemaker. Oh, what is he doing over here? What the heck?
Hey man, pass the doobie on the left on the side.
Give me your best joke.
Why did the American, excuse me? Why did the American cross the road?
I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But they got it suspended. There it goes.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
Russ rang that giant granite stone, and then the connection just shut down.
My fault.
Not saying that's why, but just you know, that's probably why.
Which reminds us also of what we saw in the statues in Karnak that is forming a seated lioness, and they are known that they are brought from the Moot part of the complex, the goddess Moot, but they were also written in the New Kingdom as Sekhmet. So also these statues could have been ones, and like
Zero mistakes.
forming the shape of the goddess Moot, and then in the New Kingdom they were labeled as Sekhmet.
Yeah, so it looks like the archaeologists have rebuilt a lot of this stuff. I can see modern, or at least they're patching it up with mortar.
Yeah.
Oh, the rock fixed the resolution. Cool. It had to recalibrating the signal of pyramid power.
And he's looking at it, of course, from the point of view of the symbolism.
Oh, was it blurry before? Ah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it goes in and out.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
By the
Well, I start probably swinging the camera around a bunch and it just...
looks like exactly.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
So that tells you there's some other limestone is 10,000 years old, not 1,000.
As we said, the site is dated to the 5th
I didn't check the
century because
frequency.
of the understanding of the inscription.
The problem is it's
Did we see evidence that inscriptions?
it's a broken piece of granite, and it's suspended on another small. You can see a piece over there that's kind of sitting suspended on some small rocks that looks like the archaeologists are trying to, you know, separate the pieces and categorize them, and so they'll set them up to where they can see the different sides, and then they ring. You know, just like a marimba key rings when you support it in the right way. But they're so broken that they wouldn't be the original frequency of the whole slab that was cut by whoever built this. So that's just, I don't know, my logical pathway to say that the frequency is not necessarily important.
Most of them probably ring if you would support them like that.
Yeah, but if we had one whole piece that wasn't broken, I'd be more interested in the frequencies of those,
Yeah,
right? Because
of course,
that's
that one
the
that,
original design.
That one that they're banging on right now is broken.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
whole-
shattered everywhere.
Yeah. And it's set on like 2 or 3 little stones.
Yeah, which are going to bring out different harmonics
Yeah.
as well, depending on where you support it. You know, you can. Yusuf's like, oh yeah. You show him how to play some rock and roll.
That's right. That's how you play rock music.
Hey, first time. Okay, this is Russ.
Hey,
Snake Bro R.
that's right.
And I'm the leader. Snake Bro, okay.
Fearless leader.
Fearless leader of the podcast.
Of the podcast.
What I was telling you about the seawall system.
Master of bad jokes.
Master of bad dad jokes.
Where is the expert in
Put
the
that in
seawall
there.
system?
Yeah.
There's a couple more back there. Just look at those. You didn't pay attention to those. Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's step pyramid back there.
Pyramid.
Over here. Come examine the seawall
Oh, it's
system.
shaky. Sorry.
We're being called.
Oh, we're going to examine the sewer system. I'm trying to zoom out. There it goes.
And this is the level of the tile. This channel that was connected to the basin was under the tiles. Okay? And we can see, of course, a sloping angle so that the liquid in the basin will flow into these channels. The basin was sheeted with copper and the channels housed copper pipes. This is documented in the official books. Yeah. كلمت. مش لكله يعني للعواجيز مثلا والباقي انا هاخدهم وامشي كده.
Yeah.
نتمشي.
Yeah.
حبه بحبه هم عربيتين يعني او
The sheet still it flowed downhill in ancient times as well.
Keep following that system. It's running
Really
under
smooth
here.
surfaces.
It's rough.
There was another basin here, and then both of them will.
Looks flat to me. But there's a little curve at the end.
You see that? And then they will keep going with that sloping angle. When
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
that's
again
really-
the part here that is unfinished in the block of granite. You know that this was the level of the tiles, and this was running under.
And here's a millstone they're working on. Freaking millers. Okay, so he was saying that. Sorry, go ahead. Okay, he was saying that.
This is the level of the floor.
Yeah. So the floor.
So all the channels
This
are
is-
under the tiles.
This is subfloor
Yeah.
masonry here, and then there were probably some really nice tiles going from here across to there. You can kind of see where the subfloor area gets a little rougher, and then this is smooth.
Descending road, which is known as the causeway.
Let me do it.
Is what's forming the.
Okay.
Why am I not?
He's going to test out the sewer system.
Because we have a similar system that is established in the next complex we're going to see, and we see that these pipes or these channels were leading to other basins on a lower level. But this other basin is made to contain, because it doesn't have any hole or something to drain the liquid that it's taking. So when you are gathering this liquid into these basins in the end, can we call this then a sewer system? Yeah, we see the sloping here that the liquid will flow. Exactly. But to gather these liquids in basins in the end, and these basins are locked, it doesn't release that water.
Right.
Then you are harnessing or harvesting that liquid. You're gathering that liquid. But if you release it or get rid of it, then we can call it a sewer system.
Yeah.
I will show you this part of the system that's still in location when we go to the temple or the structure of New Sirra. Let's go.
Yeah, so it's like they were collecting it, not trying to get rid of it.
Exactly.
And if it's a sewer, you want to get rid of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you do have you'll have a tank or whatever, but there will be a leach
Dynamic
field.
system.
Exactly.
Is that petrified wood right there?
It looks like it.
Here we can see some of the glyphs.
There it is.
Petrified wood.
Hey, wait. Well spotted. Look what we found here.
Hey, what do you mean we?
Wanna buy?
Oh, I bet.
Stealing my thunder there, buddy?
You want to buy?
What do we have here?
This inscription said
Well done, Monty.
واجد
I am
نبت بي and دب. واجد سيدة مدينة بي ودب في شمال بوتو و
دول المدينتين في الشمال؟
في الشمال.
Wajid is the symbol of the cobra. The symbol of the cobra is taking its name from the column of the Bardia,
بردية.
of papyrus, like what we have here.
واج بردية واج.
Waj, yeah. And Nibit means the goddess. Nib can mean lord or master, or so with a T then it's for she. B and the Dib are the two cities of the north.
يعني اللي هم عاصمة الشمال بوتو في تل الفراعين حاليا. في كفر الشيخ.
It's the cities that still exist until today in the Delta.
نبت برنو. نبت برسن. دول سيدة مقصورة البرنو والبرسن، دي مقاصير منذ العصور الأزلية. تمام، اللي بيمثلوا برضو فكرة الشمال والجنوب.
The goddess of the Pernu and the Pernes or
بيرنس
Pernes and Pernu. They are two chapels known to the Egyptian civilization from the primordial time.
اللي كان في زوسر بيعمل لهم فكرة الحبسد اللي هو الطقسة بتاعت الجارية عشان يبقى في.
So this is in the 5th dynasty. Also in the 3rd dynasty, it's mentioned that King Zoser was also making a ritual for to honor or to do something that is connected to these two chapels, the Pernu and the Pernes, and we can see here the two structures.
في هنا بقى نكمل باقي المجموعة اهي.
Some of the rest of the inscriptions.
بعد كده طبعا احنا كده هنا في الشمال. ده الجزء
We are here in the north.
نخبة.
ده الجنوب.
وادي شكل بقى نخبة بتاع نخبة الجنوب. قوت عاط طويلة المخالب. قوت عاط اهو. تمام. نبت عح شمعوه. شمعوه سيدة القصر الجنوبي.
Okay. Here Nibit, Nechbet is the name of the vulture. Here there used to be the vulture holding with her claw the shin symbol, which the omega came from, and the was. Ut At means the one with the long claw. You can see the symbol of the claw here. Nibit, Eddie? Nibit Shim'u, the goddess of the southern chapel or palace.
The one
More
with the
of
long
sewer
claw.
system, or the so-called
Goddess
sewer
of the
system,
Southern Chapel.
and more tubular drills. This was part of a hinge. If you look at the
Door hinge.
stars here,
Ah,
then you know that this
Ceiling.
is a part of a ceiling, and this, yeah, these are usually near the door part.
Wow.
Another failure attempt of the recycler.
Where's the stones?
And here, these are labeled as storage rooms, but like, why would you make a storage room? Why would you make the wall from a single solid piece? If you look here in the back, you will see how they constructed or made that casing stone from small pieces, which I believe it's part of a later construction by inheritors. But look at those ones. Remind me so much of the pieces in the 3 windows
these are.
in South America.
So these are giant single pieces. That room right there is one piece.
Yeah, it's like cut out of one piece, it looks like. Like those calcite boxes we were looking at.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go check this out. I love the hieroglyphics translations. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. So that's just a crack. Okay, this is one piece. Here's another piece.
It's like dolmen style. You get the side slabs, you get the forward slab.
Yeah, but that's not a joint.
No, they more get to fix it. Sorry.
Remember when we were talking about the prehistory tools that was made from that hard limestone? This is that hard limestone, as you can see. Any attempt to quarry from it ended because it shattered, because it's very solid. So it's not easily shaped like the one for the casing of the Great Pyramid. No, this is very hard and a very high content of calcium in it that makes it shatter to little pieces if you try to hammer it or work on it with a hammer and a
The
chisel.
unfinished obelisk, the same material?
No.
No, that's granite.
That's right, obviously.
It looks similar.
Yeah, same color, but
Yeah.
not polished.
So what do you think about all these like stair cuts in these stones here?
Yeah.
That there was a second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually a very good picture to go up these steps and take a picture for the entire complex. You can see that the steps are one part with this side.
That was attached.
And the little edge that's here is to complete the rest of the stones that used to be on the
Up we go then.
Taking the advice.
Sandwich. Yeah.
So we're on the.
Yeah, at least the iron that was produced.
I guess this
until the
is
Middle East, the iron we know. Not
the southern side of the complex.
Modern ones that we made.
The sun's to my back.
But I'm talking about the historical iron, which is unusable to be the one that is prepared in the normal workshops.
And you have is that basalt or
Yes.
whatever, the dark flooring?
That's that's basalt flooring, paving stone. So I wonder if they're also cut underneath to fit the contours of
Right,
bedrock.
yeah. Do you think that that's basalt? See, it's standing up behind
And every time you try to look at that
basalt?
the attempt of taking pieces from it.
Or diorite?
What are we talking about?
Looks like more like granite.
This one here?
Yeah. I don't think that's basalt.
No,
I've
it's
looked
got
at
that
it.
quartz inclusion.
Yeah.
It's got to be like a granite or something. Yeah, Russ has a SIM card from Egypt, so he gets service everywhere. I don't.
Yes.
So I
Free
have-
SIM cards.
Yeah.
Several people didn't get service and they gave me their SIM card, so we have plenty of data. I have
Concrete is geopolymer. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's subterranean area. There might be in the causeway.
Yeah.
But
Well, he said that the
there's no access. I don't
he
think.
said that what they call the sewer system here ran under that causeway too.
Yeah.
But you don't put your sewer system or your water catchment system above other chambers. And I don't know. Maybe you do if you're really good at it.
I mean, we have a little bit of sewer stuff above. When you're on your
but
second
I
floor.
just want it to drop down the wall and get below everything.
Yeah. If it's all stone though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump down. Yeah, this must have been really beautiful stuff when it was full form. And there's some more these pillars. Granite pillars come from Aswan. Beautifully formed. And we've seen some Roman pillars, and they just, yeah, these are quite different. More drill cores. So, yeah, I wonder what's going on here. Couple doors?
Different diameters.
You can see the
A
striations
screen
so
door and
clearly.
a regular door? No, not that I'm aware of. I'm learning a lot about. I didn't, know anything about this place. So,
Yeah.
so many of the
we can
places we've
see
gone.
The part of this type of limestone constructing on top of the basalt stone, they don't look like they fit together in harmony as if they were originally part of the same compound.
He's saying this doesn't look original.
Illegal digging? Yeah, you can call it like it's a granitic formation for sure.
Hey, Yusuf,
Yes, sir.
do you think this looks like saw marks on this limestone?
Yes, it does.
Is this more modern, or you think that's ancient?
I would assume. Lots of work here was restored.
Yeah, you can see so many different cuts,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
they didn't go. So this is all more modern restoration, not original, is
No,
what you're
ancient.
thinking.
If it would be ancient restoration.
Oh, ancient restoration.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
More modern.
More modern than the most ancient. Well, can I go up there a little bit? Or, no.
I'm just kidding. 4 seconds.
Okay.
It's illegal. You up there, yeah?
Yeah, on the dirt, up and closer to
on
the
the
pyramid. Closer to the pyramid. Or go around it, or...
We will.
Okay.
But I want to show you there is very fascinating things here.
All right.
Saw cutting marks and stuff like that.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's go. We'll follow you.
stars, that means this will be part of the sea.
Some pottery. This is just like, this would be national treasure in the States, but it's just everywhere. Oh, that's a good piece.
And he just told me it's from
The Old Kingdom, yeah. That's beautiful.
I got this one. That was a little big. So I'm gonna stuff it in your bag.
No. I mean, yes.
Yes.
But, no. I guess I'll have to cut that part out. Yeah, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's like these pieces are just getting crushed. So it's well, I think, I was thinking about it like this is the way kind of archaeologists think of surface finds
Yeah.
in the United States.
Oh, yeah, no.
They're not that important, right? It's not of course they discourage the idea of picking them up on a, yeah, but if you then excavate, you're more likely to find something that's not been disturbed, not been destroyed.
Right.
Here's some flint. Lots of beautiful flint here.
A lot of flint.
We cannot deny the capability of the dynastic Egyptians. Maybe, and we will talk about this more in Saqqara. How can they inherit something that's already there and then reconstruct it over again?
So they built the set pyramid over an ancient site.
For me, I am positive. Yes. But for academics, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will show you the evidence, and then you can decide, because we all have minds. We don't just follow what we read blindly.
Whatever you say, buddy.
What I say is exactly what we are asking and looking at here. When we go to Saqqara tomorrow, we find that the structure on the outside looks very primitive. But what came from the core underneath it is reflecting saw-cut machining, tubular drills and stuff like that. While what you're going to see in Saqqara is much more crumbling than that. And the fact that the pyramid itself was constructed at least twice.
Right, and rebuilt.
Yeah, and this is recognized by the academics. Same like this. Restoration by the Ministry of Yeah. So the only original pieces here is this. سلام قولا من رب الرحيم. These are the original ones. These are the original ones.
Oh wow.
And those. The rest is the Ministry of Antiquities.
So much larger.
And look, this block turns the corner.
Goes around the corner.
Yeah, that is really nice.
Bends right around. That's crazy. Look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks to the one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. That's a special information. Have a nice day. There you go.
All the way, the entire area is special. There are more than one.
I don't know if we'll be able to stream in the Serapeum. We might lose service going inside.
Of a priest that lived here during the Old Kingdom, during the 5th dynasty. But
So,
we will see evidence
if we
inside
lose-
that shows
Come back
that
out.
there
us will
are
come back out.
structures in this tomb from different eras. And this
If we lose service, I'll take my phone out and record short videos that we can post on Discord afterwards. And then we'll restart the stream after we're out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Plan come up. We got a plan.
My light out.
Here we can see some small cargo ships. The odd thing is that we only find blue water. And we are used in the Old Kingdom. We are used in the Old Kingdom to see the river going ships, showing the ships and showing also, or the boats and showing all the animals or creatures that lives under the surface of water, like hippopotamus and crocodiles and different types of fish and eel and things like that. And also plantation around it. Then why do we have only here blue? Without any plantation, without any of the creatures like hippopotamus or crocodiles or tilapia or catfish. We believe this could be more to sea-going ships than a river-going ships. Looks like one of the ships was leaking water inside and he's taking it and pouring it back.
هم هنا محملين حاجات مطلعة منها الحبس الملابس.
They are loaded here with a cargo, and the part of the inscription shows habis, which means clothes or fabrics. مستوردة يعني البضائع دي ولا محلية؟ ما ده اللي عايزين نعرف.
لا
عشان
هي
اللون
دي-
الأزرق.
لا هي دي كلها بتبقى حاجات الوقف الجنزي اللي منقولة للمقبرة.
ايوه
تمام، فكلها محلية.
ايوه.
يعني مثلا دي
بس هنا في مية زرقاء.
ماشي، ما لا المية عموما هيعملها زرقاء. المية عموما
في
هيعملها
ناس
زرقاء.
يكونوا واخدينهم معاهم عشان يستفيدوا منها.
لا الفكرة كده كلها دي حاجات من اساس الجنزي. بص عليك كلها حاجات الجنزي. كلها حاجات وقف جنزي.
According to the official story, most of these are offerings coming to the tomb itself. So it should be local. Yet we know.
شايفين ده هنا يعني مثلا ده هنا المراية بير مشرف على البيت هو القائد بتاع المجموعة. تمام؟
ده هنا ايه؟ حابس برضه؟
ما هو حابس اهو كلها ملابس حاجات من مصنوعات ملابس.
وده ايه؟ انواع من الحبوب غلال
سمت غالبا سمت.
بقول لك جايبين زرع من بره مش مصدق.
لا مش من بره لا الحاجات اصلا
طيب ودول الباجز دي ايه؟
نفس المنتجات هنا.
He'll translate in a minute.
لا اللي تحت
They're working on it.
هي دي ملابس كلها ملابس.
دول
ما هي حابس ملابس اهو. تمام؟
دول يعني ده مش تبع دي؟
لا دي المادة المصنوعة منها.
اللي مصنوع من ايه؟
مصنوعة من الخامات هو اسمها إيعاعي. ما اعرفش إيعاعي تقصد ايه انما مادة صناعة يعني. إيعاعي.
يبقى دور لنا على دي عشان نشوف جذورها منين. According to the research that happened here, we have evidence that the seagoing ships that went to Pond was not only during the New Kingdom time of Queen Hatshepsut, but we have evidence that it was happening also in the Old Kingdom on the 5th dynasty, and this was the, I believe the excavation that was made by the Czech Republic or Polish, something like that. I think from Poland. Yeah. I think it was from Poland, and they discovered that the text from the Old Kingdom here in Abu Sir mentioned the traveling to Pond lands also in the Old Kingdom.
بص هو المفروض هنا الانسان المتوفي وهم واقفين قدامه بيقدموا القرابين يعني مثلا ده الصندوق ودي
اللي هو المفروض التمثال الكبير اللي واقف فوق ده.
بص ده واحد اسمه إبرا سيشر المشرف على الكتان. تمام؟
Yeah. Here this would usually be a big scene for the priest, and we will show you more of this in Saqqara, of course, in a better condition. And his officials, one of them, as we see the title here, Emira Sesher, means the overseer of linen.
ده حمكار الخادم او القرين.
Yeah, servant of the car, حمكار.
بيقدموا كل المنتجات والمعروضات. فكل دول هم بيحضروا وبيقدم له لصاحب المقبره. صاحب المقبره.
شايفين ان دول ماشيين كده.
لا هو كده
هو
مناظر جدران بتكمل.
هو مثلا
مناظر جدران بتكمل يعني. يعني هي لو كامله هتتخيلها. احنا هنشوف النموذج هنا لو رحنا
ده مسند الراس اهو. Of course we are going to Saqqara and we will see more detail of this sacrificing the bulls.
بس تعالى مثلا هنا مثلا بقول ايه؟ تمام ده مناظر الجزارة ده إنسشم الجزار إنسشم
is the title of the butcher.
ده بيقول ايه بجت دس إنسشم شحذ السكينة بسيط الجزار.
من الأول اسمها ايه بتجن؟
بجت دس
Incision means sharpening the knife of the butcher. That's what he's doing here.
Sharpening the knife of the butcher.
شدة رن إوا اللي هو شدة حاد رن إوا باقتلاع القلب بتاع عجل الإواء اللي هي الصران طويلة القرون.
شدة حاد رن إوا.
شدة حاد رن إوا
means it's what's happening. Look at where is his hand, where is his arm here? Is inside. And this is the symbol of the heart. So بيشد قلبه يعني. شدت. So he's pulling the heart of the rin, which is the prey here.
سفس إنسشمو سفس رن إوا إنسشمو برجت. سفس رن إوا إنسشمو برجت يعني السلخ بتاع العجل الصران الطويلة بواسطة جزار بيت الأبدية.
Okay, here is this guy. You see the knife in his hand. This one we know his part here. He's pulling the heart of the prey, and here we can see This one اقرا من الاول.
سفس رن إيوا إن سشمو
in Pergit means skinning, to skin. The renew is the bull here or the cow by the butcher of the eternal house.
then this one ده ماسك ايه رجليه بيقول له ايه؟
بياخد الفخذ
لا بيقول له إسي إرئك ورت سشمو بو شد عليك كويس أيها الجزار.
He's saying here, pull this part, as you can see what's going on here is being said here. Pull that arm toward you very well, butcher.
راح هنا قال له ايه؟
The other one is replying to him.
This one.
Yeah.
ده بيكلم ده. قال له ايه شد عليك. راح ده يقول له ايه؟
This one is replying.
إيري إي إرحست إك. إيري إرحست إك. سوف أفعل ما يحلو لك. يعني
I will do whatever you want. That's a dialogue. He's talking about
this one برضه ده بشت ديسك انسجمو بيسن السكين.
Also this one is sharpening the knife same like this one.
ده الغير يحب بقى اللي بيعمل التراتيل وهم بيذبحوا.
In the same time there is a chant.
غير يحب يخت على الوجبه.
هو برضه اللي بيسن السكينه ولا؟
لا هي دي طقسه لما هم بيعملوا وفي
ده بيسمي عليه مثلا. So he has to also mention some holy words when they are doing this sacrifice.
نفس الكلام بيكملوا بقى الناحيه الثانيه اهو.
And the same thing happening on the other.
نفس على الجزاره بقى هنا مثلا بيقول له ايه؟ بيقول له ونيسو شدد يعني اقطعه بسرعه.
ده بيتكلم على الفرد على ال cut it fast. He's talking about like getting the guts of the animal out.
بيقول له سيفس يعني اصلخ. ده راح قال له اي ارحست اك سوف افعل ما يحلو يعني حاضر هعمل لك اللي انت عايزه.
Cut it fast because the skin, if the skin got cold, not hot, it will be very hard to take it from the prey. So he's telling him, do it fast. He said, I will do what you want. Again,
هنا بيقول له نجل ارقك يعني امسك كويس. تمام.
Hold well.
وده بيقول له اسي ارقك وني اسحب عليك بسرعه.
Pull toward you fast.
Both of you fast.
كلها حاجات في الجزار يعني.
It's all about butcher.
So yeah, again, this would be the basic theme here. Everywhere we go, is that all these inscriptions are later.
Yeah, much later.
That the original builders, I know,
eroded.
like that if there were inscriptions on the sandstone or the limestone, that later. Whatever came in, they rubbed them down flat and then.
Here at the site, we noticed the existence of several stone masonries from different structures. Two of them see different style of walls. This is the one that will go to the 5th dynasty. This one goes to the 3rd dynasty, and this one goes to the 2nd dynasty. So, in that tomb from the 5th dynasty itself, we find structures that looks like it was much older and it existed in the same place. And then when we go to the next one, we find, of course, the huge pillars of limestone with the deterioration. Come this way. Hello? So again, we find the 5th dynasty structure. We all reflecting 5th dynasty, but look here.
Oh yeah.
Now that's different. This is, we've been together on the plateau, right?
Yes.
Yes.
These are the joint pieces with the interlocking.
Yeah, look
so
at that joint.
clearly that this here is part of a different structure, different stone masonry. This is the tiles in the fish dance, right here.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yes.
This is the stone structure from the 5th dynasty. Huh? But this one down here, it's a different type of stone. It's a different size. It's a different stone masonry. You see?
I see it.
Huge pieces
So
that
again, this is,
interlocks with each other exactly the same like the ones we saw.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
we will see at the Giza plateau. This is a port.
yeah, that's the thing, is that it's so ridiculously complicated everywhere you go, because
Yeah.
you know, the recycling, the earthquakes, and yeah, all the numbers of different people that have lived on the site. It's just mind-boggling. And yeah, I've gained a lot of newfound respect for the work of these archaeologists. Like, it's just amazing the things that they've done, the massive job that excavating and categorizing every single broken piece of stone and figuring out where it goes and placing it in the walls and building them to their best ability back to scale, and you know, completing the drawings. I mean,
So this looks like two different sand levels, maybe. First, the sand is down here for a while, and it's eroding.
yeah, blowing across the surface there.
Goes up to up there, and
That's
The other way around.
yeah, it could be the other way around, but they're almost completely buried, and so the top's getting eroded, and then
yeah. No, I think yeah, filling up makes more sense.
yeah.
Well, if this was first, it would probably all be eroded, so it's probably
Yeah. Oh, we have some precision to look at. Okay, what are we?
Things. Russ?
Russ.
Wall. Fine down here, and then within the same stones.
Oh, the erosion pattern. Yeah, that's where. Okay. Yeah, so we were just looking at that pillar there. So if the sand was here, then the wind is blowing the sand, and you know, it's
But does
eating.
the sand make it brittle? Why does it turn from tough to brittle? Just by having sand blown on it for hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Sand and sun and.
Eroded, yes, but why is it so brittle? It comes right
It's
off.
not very brittle.
It comes off. Look.
You're destroying the monuments, dude. These parts here will survive under the rubble. So this part will be exposed. This part will be bubble under the sand, better than the one that is exposed. And you can see the same thing here when you look at the sequence of deterioration that's in the pillars.
Oh
You
yeah,
see that
same
it's
slope.
descending with a slope.
Oh no, that slope's going the other way.
But do you think that just sand can?
From here and from there.
Do you think that just sand?
This is
This much.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Let's
here you,
look at the two mysterious boxes here. The one that has the layer of limestone inside the granite.
What? Show, ask, what's the deal?
over there, you can see the manufacturing method. Flat and finished, and rough and
Yeah.
unfinished.
Again, down tools.
Oh.
Didn't finish the job.
They're flattening the
Monty
wall.
pointed that out to me. Yeah.
Auntie! Hey, made a great discovery.
Oh, was it Kano?
That's-
Kano.
Oh, Kano! Made a great discovery.
Illegal science.
And you can look here in the magnifying glasses at the spittle stuff.
Let's see if we can do this.
I'm curious. You can see bedrock things, and they kind of look fused and molten together a little bit. It looks strange. I mean, I'm not a geologist.
Yeah, it looks like decomposed limestone, right?
Yeah, I think that it's a combination of the sun, the sand, and the moisture penetrating the outer layers. But if you were to cut into that, you'd get back to the hardness of the.
You think it would?
I think so. Yeah.
Smooth, like, to this quality.
Yeah, I believe so. Because it's not deteriorating all the way through; it's deteriorating more on the surface.
And it's not an event.
So they're crystalline.
This part was buried.
Yeah. Well, that's what it seems.
Yeah.
And then on those too.
If this was down tools, you can see it was covered by sand. But look how eroded that is above it.
Oh yeah.
And that's down tools. So that means
Yeah, they lost connection. Okay, I got the connection back. Going to look at some boxes, I think. Boxes somewhere.
Box, man. You can get down in there too if you go down through there.
I don't think they moved the boxes. They only opened here.
It is slippery.
Slip and slide.
What? Going to the tunnel?
Yes. Oh, why did I have to be after this guy?
Oh man. What's that? Probably.
Oh, I guess we're having.
Oh yeah, you may not be able to go through.
Here, you go through and I'll watch. And then I can hand you the phone.
And I mean now or just?
No, when you get down there.
Exactly, the quality can make it deteriorate much.
What's that, Brad? Texas.
in the house.
Can I get in there real quick?
Sure.
Ah.
This is the huge anomaly.
I guess I can't reach you. Serious nubs.
How did he get down there?
There's a tunnel down there. Look at the size of this freaking block that's on the walls. Wow, this construction.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, you know that?
This one?
This one.
Wow. No, I'm gonna go. I'm streaming, so I didn't want to go through the tunnel.
I can come back and take it if you come down.
Okay. Or I mean, I can
down in there.
just go lose connection for a minute.
Maybe it's what we have.
So that's what it's like to experience the pyramid descending passageway without without any wooden steps in it.
Yeah.
It's a tricky SOB.
All right, we're gonna do it. I'll try to make it quick. Maybe I won't lose connection for too long. Let's give it a shot. You going in, Monty?
Yep, going in.
Come on in.
All right, let's do it. Well, we got
All right.
the rest coming up. Anyone else?
I'm gonna get down in there.
Okay.
You gotta go through?
Yeah, I might as well take the phone. It'll reconnect when I'm in there, and then I can.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, we're back on. I completely lost it.
Yeah.
Couldn't reconnect down there. Hey, everybody.
Connected all down there.
All right, we're back, y'all. What's up, y'all?
Minty.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Must be careful.
Oh, wait. I'll ask Yusuf. That's good. Ah, shukran. Hey, is this safe to drink?
You've seen the video of me drinking tea at Abyssia? I can't. It's accompanied by this noise in my head. Dun dun dun. Don't do it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it. It's up to you. What happened? I was not a happy camper at Hawaii the next day. Let me tell you that. Okay. So hey, you buy the ticket, you take the ride. It's
No, not gonna do it.
Man in blue trying to take you out.
He's probably already gone. Just be careful on that lid. It is cracked. Yeah, don't break it, man. Yeah, if it breaks, we're gonna be like shooting ourselves.
Yeah, dang it, Arno.
No, no dancing on the ancient granite box, please.
Come in!
I don't want to be rude and just give it back.
Yeah, drink it if you want. It's,
No,
it's your crazy. Just tip it somewhere behind the truck over here or something. You know, I wouldn't drink it. I learned my lesson. Just tell him, delicious.
Okay.
Use his nostril.
No, don't do that.
Thank you, sir. All right. Where are we going? What did you think of the boxes?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. They were beautiful. And Ben said if you put water on them, the finish comes out, and it's real bright and awesome.
Wow.
So, thank you.
Are you doing it? Are you going for it?
I gave mine to A-Rod. He just gave me another one.
Yeah.
I was like, here, bro, you have an iron stomach. Take it. And the guy just handed it to me. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the risk. I don't want to be sick. It's like people joke at me, don't drink the tea, don't be sick all the time. I don't want to be sick. I feel like they'll probably be streaming too. They're handing it out on purpose. Yeah.
Are these solid or? I think so.
Yeah. Those are single piece. Well, they're not single piece anymore, but they were.
Yeah. Something really awesome over here. So what do you think? There's three pyramids here, or is there more? There's that one. Three. Yeah.
That's 5.
Five. Okay. 5. Man knows. He knows. Yeah, I should probably be streaming too.
What do you think?
Chamber, there's much bigger stones. Like it's like Mastaba 17. It seems that it's possible that there was a pre-existing megalithic chamber here that they found, and that they built over because they found it to be sort of special. It's almost exactly. It's just like
it just
Mastaba
matches.
17.
It just matches so much of else of what we found in other sites. You get all the way to the back or whatever, and there's this huge granite, right? And the whole site is built around it.
This piece. This is a really insane piece of stone.
Wait until some of those people leave.
Okay.
Make some room. What kind of stone is it?
That's if it's basalt or something, or slate. It might be slate, I think, that thing.
Slate.
I guess. That's what he's described it as, as I recall. Ooh, another good one. Hang on.
Hello, sir.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
And when we look at it, this is not part of a construction of anything. What is that? It's part of it from here is wider. This one is thinner. It doesn't look anything to me like. It looks like a giant knife sharpener from. You know what I mean? That's all it looks. But the material is rare. We know it's part of the. Like it's different than everything we look at here. These power tool marks here, I recognize very well. It could be something like a saw cutting here, or another thing that is Dremel tool that is going this way. These actually look more like the Dremel tool I work with leaves patterns.
This
like
plane is lower than this plane.
Yeah.
So this has been smoothed out.
Is this your water?
That's mine.
Yeah. I cannot realize what this piece was being worked for. Was it actually, it's not a part of a set or anything at all, it's not part of a lid. All I can know that this stone does not exist here naturally as a local stone, and all I can see here is tool marks that has nothing to do with the toolbox of the dynastic Egyptians that made this.
Right. So it could have been made somewhere else and brought here.
No, it was found here.
I know, but could have been made somewhere, cut somewhere,
Yeah.
and brought here.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. But for what?
Yeah,
It doesn't
this is
look
what you
like
wanna
part
see.
of a
Here's
lid
the-
or.
Here's the money shot.
I cannot understand which
Right. So that's broken up. It's cut to a
That's the power tool.
part of it. You can understand this. He's a butcher. He's holding a knife. We found the knife. We found the scene. We found the inscriptions that tells us what is he doing with this tool. All this kind of thing. We even found bones.
Can I get a shot over there for the stream?
But this,
That's the money
we
shot
have
right
it.
there.
We don't know where it came from.
Oh.
We don't know
Oh wow.
closer to the size of the north side. But it's a real size. Very intense.
Yeah, so they could
And also different than the ones we see like this. This is quartzite as well.
bump up,
But this stone doesn't exist where this quarry or the quarry of this stone came from. That's totally different.
Yeah, it's thickness and
You can just see so many. You can see the striations. Or the saw marks.
Who brought it here?
You can see the curve in that saw over there.
That's who bought it here. Where's his name? Where's his name?
He's holding a machine gun right here. After that,
What do you think, huh?
Really? Do I have to camouflage because it will go out?
It's going out right now.
Oh my God. So
Be yourself.
be
You're
honest.
wonderful. You're a wonderful man.
Somebody might shoot me if I tell the truth.
Okay. Well,
and then our guest was this small one.
I didn't see this one.
oh, that's awesome. Go check it out, brother.
Sediment all over this stuff, and the oldest is like down.
Yeah, way down there. Yep. Yeah, those
Yeah.
boxes they had to.
I mean,
And they're way down to the
how many,
below the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many years? I do not understand the geology or how climate and how much years would it take to pile all that stuff. Like it was in basement and maybe it was ground up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I do not know. I simply know very little about geology, and I'm like in. You can tell me whatever you want, and I do not know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Same.
mean, you can lie to me, and I must be careful to believe you because I have no absolute understanding about
How it builds
Well,
up, how long it takes,
yeah,
and
how long it
I
takes.
think in the desert, one big sandstorm can move a lot of material.
Okay.
Right. And then it'll stay there for a while. It moves slowly, and then you have another big storm, and it moves a bunch of material again.
Yeah, but what makes it
on
like
the shoreline, a big storm can move the
be
Move
harder
the beaches, move
to
the
be
rivers.
compressed, right? It's not like it's a dune.
Right. Yeah. It's rubble. It's just hard to tell. But clearly, they've been building and fixing this site, and maybe rediscovering it and building on it again for thousands of years.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. That's but the time frame and everything. Like we say pre-flood, but we do not know how long. Maybe it's gone here from younger Dryas. Like we know that it was like something from out of there, you know.
Yeah.
But the span of that era might go even further.
Oh, yes.
Who knows? How
Yeah.
long.
How long were they advanced before their end of
Before
their
that,
civilization?
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's wow.
That's right. Yeah. We have no way of knowing.
I don't even want to go there. Like,
Yeah. It's too old.
Shit.
I think Yusuf wants us to go to the next site.
You were
grounding.
barefoot.
Yeah. It's grounding.
Oh, it's a lot of bird shit between my fingers.
Check it out.
Kemet!
He's calling us.
Oh. Away we go.
Been standing
All right. See you later.
Kemet! They're not gonna move.
Yeah, see all the small stones is the
Ministry of Antiquities.
Ministry of Antiquities effort to keep it from falling down.
How's that a jed?
Yeah, it looks like an upside down jed pillar.
Put in there.
You think that's a mason mark?
It looks like a mason mark.
There's more, the red on the next one.
Yep.
Let's go get a better picture. You want to take a picture of that?
Yeah.
And we have something to compare.
حد يحوشه لسه بدري عليه لا عايز حد يحوشه هو
Oh yeah, wow. Giant chunk of quartzite, right? Or what kind of stone is it?
Calcite, he said.
White calcite?
Yeah.
From 350 kilometers to the south from here. This is a local limestone.
I think.
Oh, the other thing, in some cases,
Um,
we look and we see that in this dynastic, that all the kingdom was, we still find them using some of pieces from granite that looks like it was used in another structure. No, shattered, but this edge here looks like it was part. Yeah, yeah. Then we will go now to see, we will enter from that side. According to the official books, this pyramid was located here between two pyramids. So New Sarra, who they relate the temples of the sun to, that he built the temples of the sun and other things like that. Here he took part of this older pyramid to make it his causeway that descends to the valley. So he actually usurped part of that pyramid complex to his pyramid, which doesn't make sense. Why would he be building?
Why tear down the pyramid you're trying to honor?
Huh?
So I think the idea is that some of the megalithic granite stonework possibly puts this in the pre-dynastic period.
This piece is an artifact. شديد حتة وين القرن
It's an offering table. I made a discovery. And as the priest, I will keep it hidden.
You turned it over when you were in high school?
Huh?
When you came here in high school?
So yeah, it's like 3rd, 4th, 5th dynasty construction, and then possibly the old stuff.
This is
The original is pre-dynastic, so it's.
Or as he said, they said, what were it? It was cities or chapels from the primordial times. And the inscriptions.
Yeah, yeah.
All this is rubble from the excavation. Imagine how much was here under rubble, and they moved it.
Wow.
Here is the part that I was telling you about. That's what they call exactly. Exactly.
You're not dispensing it, you're collecting it.
Exactly. Then I cannot call it a sewer system. Just doesn't work.
Unless you're making gunpowder.
So we can see the same system here was made, but from quartzite, which is much harder stone, of course, than this and that, than granite itself. And of course, I went to the bottom of this once. You gotta believe me when I tell you that this basin. One day I came here long time ago. Maybe I was in high school, even before, and I was walking in the desert, and I saw the sand was coming down like water, like this on its own. It was like a bulb came in my at that time. It's like I saw something. What is this? And it was just the beginning of me looking at these things. Was in the 90s.
Pyramid wall?
This wall is part, of course, of the pyramid
Yeah, we
complex
got wind
that
noise.
descends down all the way to the valley.
Corn. Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is quartzite, also not local to the area, and as you can see that this system that is built here was made to gather that water, to benefit from it,
So where does it
not
start?
to get rid of it.
Is it sacrifice or water? Or?
No. Oh, according to the official story,
they say they describe it in a very flexible way. This sewer system was made to get rid of the liquids that the priest used during the rituals of worship.
That can mean anything.
Exactly. Where is the trace of the oil?
Yeah, sorry about the wind noise. Not much I can do about that.
What about water?
You believe caustic marks?
The water, nothing cortisite.
Wow.
Not blood for sure. Look here. When you see the rough part down here, you know also that the tiles, as you see, can you see them here? They used to reach all the way
Floor
here.
tiles.
So this is the part that was above the tiles. Feel this surface. This is basalt stone. I once came here in the sunrise, and the sunrise is here. You put the ruler here, and you hardly have any light coming through. It's that good. And as I told you, stones like this also shatters. If you can see the formation, if you try to work this by force somehow, pieces can shatter just like this and like that, because the stone naturally is filled with cracks all the way, like what you see here. Huh?
So you have to use
Yeah, so the previous
You cannot, because, as
stone
you can
slab
see,
we were looking at is actually slate.
many attempts
This is
of
basalt.
recycling
So it's the same color, but
here to try to
very different stone.
Okay.
melt stone. And you can see the circular marks here like this. Was one of the attempts for them to extract millstones out of these stones, and of course every time you work on the stone, it shatters.
Yeah, so this is just like on the Giza Plateau. You know, they paved with this basalt for some reason.
You can see also that
Yeah, look at the
also
paving
with
out
the
there.
basalt stone, there was a three-dimensional interlocking, similar to the one we saw in the foundation front of the, and we will see, for those who haven't seen it yet, in front of the pyramid of Khufu.
And the
So
basalt.
this is the secondary cut, the one that looks rough. It's made when they are locking the pieces together. We can see ruins of quartzite, huge pieces
That's the
of
reddish
quartzite
color.
with knobs, and we can see granite and the two different types of limestone and other materials.
And so the basalt on the Giza Plateau has the saw cuts in it. You know, the overcutting marks.
Conglomerate quartzite is filled with flints like this. This is the nightmare of any stone carver. To struggle between 7 and 8.5 on the Mohs scale. Even a power tool.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's the column bases right there made of the granite. That's definitely Aswan granite. Sitting on the basalt paving stones. And the capital of a column. Granite. So it'd be interesting to find if there's any machine tool marks on this basalt.
And again, it's like they enclosed this older structure with this.
Over here is the giant toe cut mark.
Ah.
I keep covering the microphone, my bad. It's where I want to hold it. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, some machine marks.
We've got a saw cut over here.
Oh, okay. There is one here. Oh, yeah.
We can see definitely that the lines are continuous and they are circular. And from this edge over here, you will realize how thick the blade was. From that little curve over here. Very similar to the ones on the Giza Plateau, around,
Oh, here, that little lip.
around 4 or 5 millimeter thick.
Yeah, the circular. Like this.
Yeah, but that would be a very giant.
Yeah.
If you complete this.
For the radius, we can almost speculate the radius must be water.
Huh?
Water.
We could
If you
calculate
put
the
water here,
radius
you
if
will lose
we,
the
if
scene
we
of
have
the
exact
solution.
measurements, but that's illegal.
You mean with water they were carving or the...
No, the water you can see the duration.
No, if you put the water, you will see only black. It's not going to be very visible.
You can see the cut marks there.
And this is the
Chain. But then it wouldn't be
surface
circular.
of the wall. And again, this is
Get
the
the
inner part of the wall.
thickness
And
of the blade.
what's remaining is a very small piece of the limestone that was
Right there.
between the two walls, and then the other part of the stone was here. You can see in many pieces here. More of these power tools, more of these variations, and several pieces. There is another one where Ben is standing right there.
Yeah, gigantic circular saw.
He went get to right to it. Good job.
You can definitely.
And you can see
Seeing it in person is
some kind of larger
seeing it in person is a whole lot better.
larger waves.
Yeah, change. Yeah, it changes.
Like they may have lifted the blade here and then come back, and then lifted the blade here and come back.
What do you think about a chain like we saw in Vermont in the quarry?
You can't make a flat surface with a chain. The chain can move like this.
It's not straight. It's circular.
It's also, well, yeah, chain can make round,
Chains can make, they don't necessarily go through it flat. Like we've seen them
that's
use
right.
it in quarries and you'll
But-
see wavy.
the thing that tells me it's not a chain is that this is an inside curve.
Yeah,
If it was if the curve was this way, then you can speculate that that was a chain.
This is an inside curve.
Unless it was going up over something hard over there.
Yeah, but you see, it goes under. Everybody's got their shot.
Your shadow behind this, put it there. Put your phone right in front of that cut. Let's see if I can get this. Move it over there.
There?
Yeah, there. You can see the thickness of the cut there.
Oh, I see. You're trying.
So it's like half the thickness of my finger. So yeah, this is exactly the same as the Giza Plateau in front of the Great Pyramid.
Yep.
Basalt, floor, and of course at the Great Pyramid you can see where it's cut to the contours of the bedrock.
Yeah.
It has overcutting saw marks,
Yeah.
giant granite structure, and then boom. So this is,
columns.
yeah, giant single piece columns. So it's very suggestive that either whoever built this, if they built it later, they were trying to copy exactly the building styles, or this was built
here.
earlier.
And they made that over top of whatever's under there. 'Cause that's like third, fourth, you know.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
This was already here. This is the really old shit.
Okay, I gotcha. So possibly the same
Yeah.
as the primordial mound
That's right.
under the Great Pyramid.
Yes. Streamception. Hello, Uncharted X peeps.
What's up? How's it going?
Thank bros. So, this is fantastic. Whereabouts you from? North Queensland, man. Yeah. Yeah, so there's another great saw cut here, and if you look on the inside surface, so this is the limestone encased in basalt. And if you look, there's the saw cuts on top and machining, and then you look at the backside of the basalt, it's all crumbling like that stuff at Carmack.
Okay.
Like, which is not, how does basalt do that? If it's a cut surface, like
Yeah.
millions of years sunshine maybe, but this isn't that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's heat cycling. There's more crumbly basalt just here, I'm pretty sure. And a nice saw cut over it, nice finished surface here, over here. Here's more of that crumbling basalt. Cool.
Oh yeah, like it's bubbling up, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pieces of it.
You made a discovery. Yeah.
All right, let's go find this saw cut. What are we? Oh yeah, I see it. Wow.
That was a black bunker.
I got that. I got dust.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's, I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but the striations are clear from a distance even, and the curve of the cut. So at minimum they had they must have had some kind of jeweled edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it. And just the water saw, yeah.
The fractured nature of some of these blocks. I mean, you think that's people trying to chip it out or quarry it, or is that just damage?
I don't know.
I mean, look at the corners, the edges.
Well, these don't have the traditional quarry marks, right? I haven't seen any. Maybe they do, but I haven't seen.
It's basalt, so maybe it doesn't work the same way. Like it shatters and everything. Look at that. Like what happened to that block?
Yeah. It's like they used a piece of Hackley basalt.
Yeah.
But if they were doing cuts,
Look how it continues into the next piece. Right?
yeah.
It's
Like this is
it
the
has
same.
it to the wall.
This was the same
You think
piece.
This is all the same piece.
So
This is not a cut right here.
I don't think so. But if they were saw cutting all this stuff,
It looks like it's been fitted. Yeah, I think that's fitted.
okay.
And so the fracturing continues across this. Yeah, that's interesting. It's weird.
Well, I'm just saying if they were saw cutting this, it would be harder to find the impurities,
Yes.
right? Whereas
right.
if you were using chisel tools to cut it out, you're gonna find impurities a lot easier.
Yeah.
And if you're cracking the stone, you're gonna find the impurities. But if you're saw cutting it, like in other words, they may not have seen how fragile this part was,
Right.
because the saw cut just
Yeah.
didn't reveal it, and then once you build it, it starts to deteriorate over time.
Yeah, and there's another one. That's
Totally,
like that.
just mansering all
Just
that.
answering it. Yeah.
Manser. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Drill over there.
Just give him answer.
Mansplaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a mansplaining. Mansplanation.
What am I looking at?
Striation marks of a conical.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's the inside of a
You can
core.
see it's a bit conical.
It is
it's not
tapered.
straight, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's in the socket again too.
Here's one that was like, I guess they smoothed it out on the inside, huh? Yeah. Is this like ancient mortar or something?
No idea.
Very hard.
It could have been a pin for swiveling a door. Yeah.
Some good flint here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the battery look like?
Oh, battery.
Battery Aziz?
Battery Aziz? I can't tell.
Oh, 44. You good?
You get a drink first.
Yeah, yeah.
That pyramid back there looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to some of the ones we've seen. So did they have it flat at one point, or was it always a step pyramid?
It looks like that's the outer wall, so. Pyramid.
Probably been going for 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
This has been an hour. I don't remember when
Can I have some of that? I didn't bring a water.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
I gave you mine. Oh no, I
was
slammed
empty.
it.
Yeah, you threw
you're
a
right.
cigarette butt in there and handed it to me.
I gave you water. There's a couple drops in there with that cigarette butt. Yeah, and the thing about the machine marks, I don't, there's nothing to suggest that they were, using electrical power or, in other words, you could have, with sets of gears and things, used donkeys or something and turned something that gave them the power to spin the saw. But the thing about it is the materials that they would have had to make such a fine blade.
Yeah.
And be able to make cuts that deep and that hard of stone.
Yeah.
Is kind of hard to imagine. You know?
Yeah. The idea of the jeweled tip, like Petrie was saying, like they must have known how to mount jewels into some kind of really strong matrix in order to cut this material, which is what we do. We have diamond saws.
Yeah.
And that's how he explained the deep, what's it called, the how much material it removes each pass.
Right.
It must have been a jeweled tip because nothing else can withstand that kind of.
Now, if they were using sonic resonance with, or ultrasonic resonance combined with the spinning tool,
yeah,
then maybe you'd see the removal of a lot more material with the degradation of the cutting blade being so much less than when you're just relying on the jeweled tip.
Yeah.
And then you can be feeding it sand or some even softer,
some kind of slurry.
Something that you have in abundance here to help the cutting action.
Yeah, that's what all the sand is. It's the leftover slurry.
Yeah. I don't know. The more I've seen here, the more I'm really going with the ultrasonic cutting.
I agree. I mean, Appling showed us like it can be done even with soft
soft
tools.
Metals.
Yeah. And if you spin them even slowly, they'll just penetrate and
make it flat.
Yeah, and you can have an auger on the inside. I don't know. I mean, you know, because we talked about how do they remove the materials, so you got to have a slurry going through.
Yeah, pumping it through.
So these core drills, obviously, it leaves a core that you have to break out.
Yeah.
So, but you could build them also with an auger on the inside that would pull the material out. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if you're pumping. Well, with the vibration from ultrasonic vibration, it's going to keep stuff moving. And if you're spinning the tool and you're pushing new slurry into it, stuff's going to come out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
Me either.
Tough to imagine the tools, especially when we were at the quarry yesterday and you just see those huge gouges all in multiple rows. And you're just trying to imagine, like, they had some kind of backhoe-like thing with a long articulated arm that can reach way out there and scoop it in.
Take your time, but hurry up.
We did see that interesting the change in angle. You guys talk about the change in angle. Like it looks like as if
they had the machine mounted here and they were doing it.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And then they mounted in a different place and it starts going down and then it's going again at the angle. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That's my discovery, guys.
Great discovery.
You call it the Allen angle change.
The Allen angle change.
All this is so amazing and fascinating to just walk through, imagine and wonder.
Yeah, it's Egyptian. Take your time.
Yes. Yeah. You can see like the polish, like the next step beyond the saw cutting with some sort of polishing on this floor block.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But it doesn't look like the floor blocks show any signs of recycling, or do they? I haven't seen like all the groove cuts where they're trying to split it. So why is it so destroyed?
There is a few on the other basalt blocks here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, it's kicked up.
I mean, it's really just messed up.
Shattered. Something happened here, yeah, for sure. You guys see the basin? I saw the quartzite basin over the end there.
Yeah,
the outlet for
the outlet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Mesh. We will walk this way.
Okay.
Hey, there's a.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's a snake.
Snake
fossil.
It's pretty well finished.
Oh, it's flat.
Yeah, look at what he's doing with his.
All right, let's see there, buddy.
Look from here.
Oh.
You're looking at the sun going through the crack or through the gap, and there's only very little light going through.
Wow, yeah. So very smooth and very flat.
Yeah, over here it wasn't flat, but smooth. Over here it's flat and smooth.
Sing the song.
That's cool.
So,
and in both directions, everywhere you put it, or just mainly?
this is the best location that I found, but we can change it around a little bit.
Flattest stone that Granite has found.
Here, a little bit of wobbling.
They're saying it's very
Yeah, here. See?
Yeah, there's a
Here
high
it's
spot
starting
there.
to wobble.
I've been feeling up rocks for the last 20 minutes, and this is the best one I found.
Wobble.
What's the precision on the straight edge?
Yeah, right here in this location, it's very flat, and I don't have numbers for you, but it's very flat and very smooth.
What's the precision here? What does it mean?
I would have to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
It gives a good indication, doesn't it? I mean, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
astonishing.
Yeah.
Astonishing.
From this side. Maybe.
But if I move it around anywhere,
You can see some high and low spots. Yeah.
That's the light that comes through.
the light comes through. See the wobble here? Wobble,
That's
wobble,
cool.
wobble.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go back. Follow Yusuf.
Follow Yusuf.
Secret passageway.
Yeah. There's secrets all over this stuff, man.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, just that one passageway down into where those giant granite boxes are. You just imagine, like, what's under this? You know, is this a roof?
Yeah.
So many of these buildings are, you're walking through and you realize, oh, there was a second floor, and then something else gives you the indication that there might have been a third, and then you see passageways going below the floor, and you're like, okay, there's a floor below this. How deep does it go? You know, how tall were these buildings? And what's underneath this stuff? Were they protected? Like, is this not even the first structure?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. There were some really late inscriptions on that. Sorry about the wind.
There it goes. Sorry guys, lost connection there. There we go.
All right,
now it's working.
Got it. Look at these paving stones. We're on the corner. This would be the northeast corner of the pyramid. There's these giant limestone paving stones.
Pottery laying everywhere.
It looks a little glitchy.
Is it?
Yeah, the screen is kind of jumpy. It's not smooth like it was. See?
Oh yeah. You zooming?
It's a little glitchy. Waiting for it to smooth out.
I switched over to my phone. I was trying to use that access point before.
Oh yeah.
It's no good.
No, we're just using the data.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may be running low on that SD card. On that sim. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's real glitchy.
Is it?
Oh, they're saying it's good signal. Okay. Maybe it's just my view.
I just lost connection in here too. Yeah. We just went between the pyramid and the wall and lost connection.
Oh. Okay, def is good.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is fun.
We've learned a lot about some of the equipment we need to do these live streams, so we'll be getting, like I need to get a lavalier mic.
And a gimbal mount.
And a gimbal, to connect to the phone.
Yeah.
With a nice windscreen, and then the gimbal.
Yeah, Sebastian has that
Yeah,
thing is
dude.
Sweet.
Yeah, that thing is. Camera glasses. Yeah, there'd be too much panning. I have to. I'm trying to keep the panning to a minimum.
Or slow.
But man, that is a small pyramid, but it is freaking huge. I mean. All right, thanks. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, we do it when we can. It's actually, we found out that, well, Russ found out, because I wasn't streaming at all, but he found out that holding a phone right in front of you with your arms out for 3 hours at a time is actually
really bad for the back.
Yeah, I've got
hobbling around for the next couple of days.
I got my backpack on the front and I'm just hanging my arms on it. It's kind of working out. I look like an idiot, but I I feel good.
I mean, no more than you usually do.
Well, I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. We are too. This is actually fun. Doing the stream. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is cool here.
You get to
Being
interact with people.
seeing y'all's comments and stuff.
What time is it for them in the US? Like 3 a.m. right now?
We'll keep hurting ourselves for you guys.
Oh, and hey, we don't have monetization on the YouTube, so you can't donate. But if anybody did want to do a super chat like thing, just go to our PayPal, and that would help out.
Yeah.
Ben was telling me that, like he's getting super chats, and I couldn't figure out how to activate it.
But yeah, you're right. This is all. I mean, this is just unexcavated, and who knows what's under all this sand here.
Yeah. Wait till we get to Abu Ghraib. If you get at the back of it and you look out in the sand, there's these circular formations. You're clearly something under the sand. Man. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd probably take a camel. Just for the stream value. Yeah. Watch me on a camel.
You need a really good gimbal for that. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, again, like you just look here. There's just pottery pieces.
Pottery.
It's
Pottery.
everywhere.
Pottery.
I posted a few pictures in the Discord of one of the excavated sites the Germans were excavating on Elephantine Island. And it's just, you know, 20 feet of sediment that is just full of pottery everywhere you look. This is some bones too, and of course who knows how old this stuff is. God, that is just, that's insane.
Pre-dynastic arrowhead. Some kind of work point.
Yeah, and even, I mean, even the stuff we do know, like Yusuf keeps pointing out, it's all based on these inscriptions, and that is clearly it's problematic because you can go into the sandstone in a lot of these temples is so easy to rework. You know, I mean, you can, a lot of it you can scratch on with your with your finger.
Nicely done inscriptions that are in French or Italian in a nice square on one of the walls. Right?
Yeah.
We had one of the French guys, Fred, here read it for us. You know, it was talking about the commander of this army was here with this place, and they went to the pyramid.
Yeah, and they just come in, and every surface is covered in inscriptions, and they just flatten it off.
Right.
And then they put their own stuff on it.
Yeah, and so Yusuf was
walking backwards up. If I fall in a giant pit and land, that's awesome. Yeah, not much I can do about the wind at this point. We're losing signal. Wow. The lone and level sands stretch far, far away. Oh, and there's the Great Pyramids right there in the distance. I don't know if you can see.
Well, if they're watching on a big screen, they might be able to see it.
So shaky. Ah! Sorry.
Yeah, it's tough once you zoom in.
I don't know, I haven't been listening to music. Probably talking about it. I imagine there's something there.
I think we're getting refreshments. Should we take a break? I'm in the wind.
Yeah, I'll take a break.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go slam some waters. And yeah, it's the great pixels.
Going to Abu Ghraib, yeah.
All right, we'll see y'all in a bit. Live from Egypt. I don't know how to stop this thing. It stopped. or stop at the X over there. Oh, all right. Bye bye.
This pyramid has no brakes.